Heartbreaking reactions also that are coming in, friends one by one revealing they knew something was up. But the question remains, why did then Shraddha live with Aftab for 2 years? If she was being blackmailed, beaten up, what happened that her fear, her worst fear, came true? We have some big news coming in. Let's take a look at that. Look closely on this video. An old video has surfaced, again shared by some of the friends. This appears to be an educational institution. The girl circled there on your screens. That's Shraddha, possibly as a teenager, full of life, full of dreams, full of ambitions. This was at an event, we are being told. You can clearly see standing right at the front, eagerly looking around as other classmates, of course, dressed in costumes, are walking about. These videos are surfacing, will give us a glimpse about the kind of girl that Shraddha was. An old video, we're trying to verify perhaps what year this could be. This girl was not even 30 years of age, and in her early 20s itself, she had faced abuse. She had seen the death of her mother, anger from her father who hadn't been in contact with her. A relationship the father did not approve, but she was confident about. But by the time she wanted to be out of this relationship, she appeared to have nobody to go to. And now, as the case is clearing, that she was dead. But the clock is ticking for the killer. The police are now investigating, ensuring that all evidence needs to be put together, whether it's digital, whether it's scientific. He's already undergone the lie detector test at the Forensic Science Laboratory in Rohini. That's phase 1. Cops questioned Aftab for 3.5 hours on Tuesday, asked at least 15 to 20 questions. Set of questions included, why did you kill Shraddha? Whether the murder was pre-planned? Did he have any regret killing her? And other questions. Meanwhile, Aftab's family has also been questioned. Their statement has also been taken. This is the first time. Identity, of course, of the family also is not being revealed, but they were questioned based on the 2020 complaint filed by Shraddha that they knew that they were living together as a young couple and that she was being abused. And there were allegedly attempts to kill her even 2 years ago. Why did the family of the boy who was facing those allegations did not intervene? But this is one case that has shocked everyone across the country. It's about a young woman opting to live in with another individual and then she's dead. And now it's revealed that there has been an abusive relationship over the past few years. He says what happened was in a fit of rage. However, has not directly admitted that he killed Shraddha Walkar. Cops have found some bloodstains now from his bathroom tiles. Remember, Aftab had also allegedly chopped Shraddha Walkar's body in the washroom with the shower and the water on so that, one, the body softened and that there's no noise. Where is the investigation up to right now? Take a look at this report.
The news is tightening around the butcher behind India's most chilling murder. After recovering pieces of jaw and bones, which cops claim match with Shraddha's DNA, the Delhi police fished out what it believes is a forearm from the Mehrauli forest pond.
Presently, we are standing here at Maidan Gadi, which is just 4 kilometers away from Mehrauli forest. And it's been suspected that Aftab might have thrown the head of Shraddha over here. This is the same pond where it's been said that Aftab might have thrown the body parts of Shraddha, because 3 bones, yes, 3 bones have been recovered from this pond. Grish, if you could show the pictures, that this is the same pond where it's been said that at night 2 a.m. when Aftab came, he must have thrown the human remains, fragments of bones and, the parts of skull in the same pond.
Crucially, the forensic sleuths found traces of blood between Aftab's bathroom tiles, where he allegedly soaked Shraddha's body and cut it into pieces. The cops also continue to hunt for the saw used to cut up Shraddha after murder. It was allegedly disposed of somewhere in Gurugram. Aftab reportedly told the Delhi court that he was provoked when asked about Shraddha's murder. He was sent to police custody for 4 more days. Aftab's lawyer claims his client has not admitted to killing Shraddha.
ऐसा कुछ एडमिट नहीं है, कोई कन्फेस नहीं किया है उसने, बस ये है कि रूमर फैलाई जा रही है कि उसने कन्फेस कर लिया, ऐसा कोई कन्फेशन नहीं है।
सिर्फ वर्बल कन्फेशन है?
वर्बल भी नहीं कहा जा सकता है
सर, लेकिन अगर वो कह रहे हैं
मिस कन्फेशन का मतलब है कि मैंने मार दिया उसको, ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहा कि मैंने मार दिया।
Investigators also reveal that Aftab and Shraddha broke up 3 times over his abusive behavior. But each time, Shraddha came back to live with Aftab. Days before her murder, Shraddha and Aftab were living as mere roommates. Cops are now pinning hopes on Aftab's lie detector and narco tests to unravel the case. With Shreya Chatterjee and Tejshri Purandare, Bureau Report, India Today.
There's a shocking details now emerging from the Mangaluru blast because Karnataka's Home Minister Araga Janindra has now inspected the spot. Also, meanwhile, sources have informed India Today that cops are inquiring if Sharik was a member of any of the international terror outfits like the Al Hayat, or which is also an ISI social media group. Because this, remember, is also tracking how did he get radicalized and wanted to carry out a terror attack that got disrupted. Sources have added that cops have found out that he was active on this social media group through Telegram, shared the techniques of making bomb to 2 of his associates as well. There are tentacles that are not limited to Mangaluru or Karnataka. Investigators have revealed that this could be about 3 different states: Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. In Kerala's Alova, Home Staff has now informed the cops that Sharik did use a fake identity card and a name to get into the room in a hotel. It has come to the fore that the suspect Sharik plotted bigger terror attacks, while his possible links to Coimbatore blast suspect Jamisha Mubin have also been revealed. That could they have met before the blast? Because investigators are looking at their contact with terror modules. Was this just about isolated 2 cases of Coimbatore or Mangaluru? Or is there a link that could reveal a darker plot? According to the police, Sharik has professed an extremist, radicalized ISIS-like ideology with the intention to wage war against India. But the Congress party has raised questions on the blast and said it is only to divert attention from the Votegate scam in Karnataka.
ಈ ಕೆಲವು ಯುವಕರಿಗೆ ಮತಾಂಧ ಕೆಲವು ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಈ ಭಾಗ ಕರಾವಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕೇರಳದ ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಇವನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ ಇವ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮಧುರೈಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೊಯಮತ್ತೂರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾಗರ್ಕೋಯಿಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕನ್ಯಾಕುಮಾರಿ, ಕೊಚ್ಚಿನ್ ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಾಹಿತಿ.
Sir, can we also get a comment on the recent blasts and the NIA is investigating the entire issue?
I don't know why DG is so hurried without any investigation. He is telling that giving different type of statement to deviate this Votegate issue. Let him first investigate the problem. They are telling some accused of whoever is there from the Home Ministry place itself. Let they come out with the details. Let us see.
So you are saying that this is just to deviate attention from the Votegate issue. So you're saying this was only to deviate the...
Still investigation not come out. How can the DG come out with this one stand? It is only to deviate.
In the Mangalore blast case, the investigation is now spreading to various states. And in Kerala, the main accused, Sharik, is said to have stayed from September 13 to September 18 in Aluva. I am right now outside the exact hotel where he stayed in Aluva from September 13 to September 18. In fact, from what we are understanding from the hotel staff, he stayed here using a fake ID, like how he did in other places. He used a fake ID and used a Hindu name to take room in this particular place. In fact, he stayed here from September 13 to September 18 for 5 days. He checked in around 4:30 p.m. and checked out on September 18 around evening, around the same time. In fact, this hotel, the staff is saying that they just started this hotel on September 2nd. It was exactly 10 days later that this man came here with the identity of another person and took room here. They're saying that they don't remember his activities as such, but they can say that nobody came from outside and entered this room because he was staying in a single room and no outside guests are allowed inside a single room. He stayed here in a single room, paying rupees 500 per day.
Now, the probe into this blast has intensified. Are there links emerging between Coimbatore and the Bengaluru blast? In the latest development, there are fake multiple identities. Sharik posed as a Hindu, tried to go into different locations, even met, allegedly, the Coimbatore bomber Jamisha Mubin a month before this Bengaluru blast. Here are some shocking revelations that are being pieced together to look at possibly an international terror link.
What began as a low-intensity blast has now unraveled into a full-blown terror plot in Karnataka. The Mangaluru blast is now drawing parallels with the Coimbatore blast last month, both low-intensity blasts that were allegedly meant for a larger attack. Mohammad Sharik, the suspect in the Mangaluru blast, allegedly paid a visit to Coimbatore just a month before the blast outside a temple there. The police are also exploring a possible link to the suspects in these two blasts. After it emerged, Sharik met the Coimbatore blast accused, Jamisha Mubin. Both were engineering students who met in Bengaluru. And Sharik's alleged DP bore Coimbatore's Isha Foundation Adiyogi. Police believe Sharik may have faked multiple identities. He allegedly faked his name while training at a mobile center.
ನೋಡಿ ಅವನು ತಲೆ ಮರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ವೇಷ ಮರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, UAPA ಕೇಸು ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವನ ಚಲನವಲನದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಗಾ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಪೊಲೀಸರು. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ಮತೀಯ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಅವನ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಕೂರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗ ನಿರ್ಮೂಲ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಎಳೆತಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು.
No, that will be found in the investigation. We are yet to interrogate him, and with whatever information we have got through various other evidences, we are continuing the investigation.
From Mangaluru, Mysore to Coimbatore, the terror footprints may have reached Kerala. Sources tell India Today that Sharik also paid a visit to Alua, though the reasons are still unknown. Anti-terror agencies are on alert in Kerala after it emerged that the blast suspects may have ordered ingredients for bombs via Amazon to an address in Kerala. The question is, are the Mangalore and Coimbatore blasts linked to a bigger terror plot? With Sagai Raj and Pramod Madhav, Bureau Report, India Today.
So this, remember, the Karnataka Home Minister Gajanendra and also, of course, the top police officials conducted a press conference just about a short while ago, and they have said that the cops are inquiring if there were further terror links into it as well, specifically with regard to social media where associates could have been trained. What you're looking at is very important. This is not just about the Mangaluru case or the Coimbatore case. The investigators across 3 different states are looking at if there was a possible link. Remember, how did police realize it was not a random explosion in an auto rickshaw? Because of this individual, Sharik had a previous case of 2020 of a pro-Taliban graffiti on a wall. That record is what shocked the police, realizing it's the same man who had a pressure cooker in his hand that exploded. Let's go across now to Mangaluru, because that's where India Today's Sagai Raj is. Sagai, over to you now, because this is just getting murkier by the day. This looks like it is not just about a lone wolf attack, so to say, but also looking at a larger plan. And this connects 3 different states. How did a Coimbatore, Mangaluru, and then a Kerala, 3 states, get together as in the manner in which the links are being put up?
Absolutely. It is a huge network that the police is trying to crack. And what we also get to learn from our police sources is that Aftab Pasha, who was accused in Hyderabad terror explosion, had introduced Zabito Sharik. And there is also one more connection which has been established. So even that particular angle is being questioned apart from Coimbatore and Kerala. So there is a huge network which is
Guys, just stay on with me because top officials have been reacting on this case in Karnataka. Let's just listen in to the DGP and other police reactions.
When such thing happens, financial transactions will definitely be there. So there is nothing secret about it that some person who is not well off, who is traveling all these places, who is collecting all these things, there will be some source of finance. We will investigate into that.
So that was the Director General of Police in Karnataka. Remember, this is what you're looking at is one Mubin who was involved in the Coimbatore attack and then Shariq in the Mangaluru attack. These are details that continue to unravel. It's a developing story. We'll be tracking the latest on that. I'm heading into a very short break, but when I come, I get you the biggest story that's come in from national capital Delhi. Ahead of Gujarat elections, MCD elections, the BJP is on a releasing video spree. After the massage therapist that allegedly came in, it was now the Aam Aadmi Party's no good food, poor treatment being given to Satyendra Jain claim that's being debunked. Video released showing enjoying meals, fruits, water, dry fruits and more. Shraddha Walkar's father, Vikas Walkar, is now joining me on the phone line. Let's go across to him. विकास जी, ये जो चिट्ठी आई है 2020 की जो महाराष्ट्र पुलिस को लिखी थी श्रद्धा ने कि ये मुझे पीटता है, ब्लैकमेल करता है और ये चिट्ठी को लेकर आप क्या कहेंगे कि ये पहले से 2 साल से इसके साथ ये हो रहा था? विकास जी, की आवाज आ रही है मेरी? विकास वालकर जी, अगर आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं, एज अ फादर ऑफ श्रद्धा, जब आपने चिट्ठी के बारे में सुना 2020 की जो महाराष्ट्र पुलिस को लिखी गई है, जिसमें बहुत क्लियरली श्रद्धा बोलती है कि ये मुझे बहुत बुरी तरह मारता है, पीटता है, ब्लैकमेल करता है, मैं कुछ कह नहीं पा रही हूँ क्योंकि मैं डर गई थी, ये थ्रेटन करता था, इसने नाम दिया है आफ्ताब अमीन का, तो इस चिट्ठी को आप क्या कहेंगे? तो पुलिस कंप्लेंट थी 2020 की, 2 साल पहले की सर। All right, we'll just try and connect that. This, remember, is coming as a shock because these are evidences that will help in a watertight case against Aftab. He's trying to mislead investigators. He's just saying what happened in a fit of rage, not explaining further, not helping more. But as friends are coming up to reveal that she was abused, then there's a medical report in 2020 that she was hospitalized of assault that is suspected. Then there's a letter. It could not get more clear than a police complaint in 2020. But this is a story that I do want to track. It is about justice to that young woman who was trapped in an abusive relationship and was found dead. Heading into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. When we return, more on this story.
News is about putting people first. Just look at the queues right across. About asking the right questions to those in power. Is money power being used to bring down elected governments? Who will be held accountable for ministerial corruption? It takes no sides.
माँ का दर्द एक दर्द कोई नहीं समझ सकता उस दर्द को.
It reveals. It heals. Angry people came out on the streets.
Is this the kind of justice system we want in this country?
News is all heart and no hatred.
बिल्किस बानो, आज क्या कहना चाहेंगी आप?
हमारे साथ जो हुआ है किसी के साथ भी नहीं होना चाहिए.
Experience the news. With me, Rajdeep Sardesai, only on India Today.
मैं रेडी है.
The makers of Vicky Kaushal starrer Govinda Naam Mera have released the trailer of the film at an event in Mumbai.
जो बेल बजा रही है ना,
पहले बेल पे उठने का।
पहले बेल पे कैसे उठूं?
जैसे पहले लाट उठता है तू।
गोविंदा नाम है मेरा।
हाँ, लेकिन तेरी शक्ल तो गोविया वाली है ना, तुम तो वैसे ही बेकार हो। जाओ चाय बना के लाओ।
The sneak peek begins with a seductive dream sequence featuring Vicky and Kiara, but it ends up with him getting a hilarious reality check from his wife Bhumi.
2 करोड़ दे, डाइवोर्स ले। हाँ?
तो हम लोग कोरियोग्राफी, जैज, साल्सा, हिप हॉप, लॉकिंग।
Directed by Shashank Khaitan, Govinda Naam Mera features Vicky in the role of Govind Wagmare, who is a struggling choreographer.
ए मंजू।
दोस्तों के साथ बात कर रही थी।
Explosive police complaint of Shraddha. Her father Vikas Walkar speaking to India today. Let's listen in.
क्या श्रद्धा को लग रहा था सर कि आप उसे अपनाएंगे नहीं, अगर वो अपनी आपबीती बताएगी भी तब भी आप शायद उसका फोन ना अटेंड करें, उसे वापस घर ना बुलाएं, क्या उसे ये डर था?
नहीं, मुझे ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि ऐसा कुछ होगा। ये जो लड़का है उसी ने उसको शायद डराया और धमकाया होगा, तभी तो वो मेरे पास पहुंच नहीं पाई।
श्रद्धा किस तरह की लड़की थी? क्या वो इमोशनल बेंट ऑफ माइंड की थी जिसकी वजह से वो अब्यूजिव रिलेशनशिप तक में रह रही थी, सहन कर रही थी, टॉर्चर झेल रही थी और पुलिस तक नहीं जा रही थी?
जी, जब तक ये इसकी कोई दोस्ती नहीं थी इसके साथ, तब वो एकदम नॉर्मल सी बिहेव करती थी। जब से इसका ये दोस्त आया लाइफ में, तब से इसका बिहेवियर पूरा चेंज हो गया।
कैसा बिहेवियर था ये? किस तरीके से आफ्ताब उसे इन्फ्लुएंस करता था सर?
ये बस मतलब उसी के ऊपर ज्यादा ट्रस्ट करने लगा और हमसे दूर रहने लगी।
वो आंख मूंद कर आफ्ताब पे भरोसा करती थी, जो वो कहता था वही करती थी?
जी जी, वैसे ही हुआ। तब तो मुझे अभी 3 साल बाद ऐसे कुछ पता नहीं चला।
आपको लग रहा है कि 2019-20 जब कभी भी ये टॉर्चर का सिलसिला शुरू हुआ, लगभग 3 साल तक वो इसे झेलती रही, एक वजह ये भी हो सकती है कहीं ना कहीं उसे भरोसा था कि सब कुछ एक दिन ठीक हो जाएगा?
मुझे नहीं लगता, क्योंकि जब ये उसके दोस्तों ने बताया कि ये ऐसे 1 बार नहीं 2 बार नहीं, शायद कुछ 10 से 14 बार उसको मारपीट किया है और उसका मतलब सेपरेशन का बात किया हुआ था।
विकास जी, श्रद्धा का एक वीडियो सामने आया है जिसमें वो एक प्ले में पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है, काफी खुश दिखाई दे रही है। किस तरीके का मिजाज था? एक खुशनुमा लड़की, फॉरगिव एंड फॉरगेट टाइप्स, इमोशनल बेंट ऑफ माइंड, या फिर बहुत स्ट्रांग और सब कुछ सहने का साहस रखने वाली?
जी, बहुत ही स्ट्रांग थी वो। वैसे मुझे बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस था कि ये अपना खुद का कुछ मैनेज कर पाएगी और थोड़ा सा मॉडर्न ख्यालात की लड़की थी।
ये जो वीडियो है सर, इसमें दिखाई दे रहा है कि श्रद्धा एक प्ले में पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है, हंस बोल रही है, नॉर्मल सी लड़की, लेकिन वो इतना टॉर्चर सह रही थी जिसके अब सबूत सामने आ रहे हैं। कभी सिगरेट बट से वो उसे जलाता था, कभी मारता था, कभी नाक पे, कभी थोड़ी पे चोट के निशान देता था, जिसकी उसने उफ तक नहीं करी। ऐसा आपको यकीन हो रहा है कि आपकी बेटी ऐसा कर सकती है कभी?
मुझे तो ये अभी बात ऐसे सुनने में आई है, तो मुझे इसी बात का दुख है कि ये इतना अगर कैसे सह पाई और हम लोग को इस बारे में पता तक चलने नहीं दिया।
आपको कभी उसने कोई लेटर लिखा, कोई कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश की, व्हाट्सएप किया?
ना, जब भी उससे पूछता था कैसी हो, कहाँ रहती हो, क्या करती हो, तब उसका जवाब यही होता था, ठीक हूँ मैं इस जगह रहती हूँ और मेरे साथ ये आफ्ताब भी है।
ठीक है सर, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए।
Vikas Walkar, the father, very clearly saying he had absolutely no idea that she was being assaulted to an extent. He said he did believe that she'd be able to make a life of her, that she was confident, she had modern thoughts. But it's very tragic for him also to now find out that she was facing such inhuman torture. Just think of this. A young girl, all of 25, loses her mother at 20. The father does not approve of her boyfriend. She decides to turn rebellious, believes that the young man is a good one, moves with him. She starts to be abused, but she has nowhere to go because she trusts him. She even moves from Maharashtra to Delhi. But there are some questions that are being asked. If she was being so brutally abused, blackmailed, threatened, literally her words, he's threatened to kill me and chop me into pieces. What happened 2 years on exactly to her? But in these 2 years, did she not get help? Did she not really be able to find options for herself? Why would a girl facing so much abuse in 2020 have to move? Was she forced to move from Maharashtra to Delhi and was forced to live with him? Why couldn't she possibly find a way out? These are tragic questions. It's led to the death of one young woman, all of 28 years old, full of life and dreams, but had nowhere to go. This, remember, also raising questions about what exactly happened. Were the cops contacted in 2020 in Maharashtra? Why did they not take further action against the man then? Why did she return, or why did she have to return? Because she says, he blackmails me. What was the blackmail about that forced this young woman to stay trapped in a relationship that led to her murder? And murder so gruesome that the body is chopped into pieces. For 6 months, Aftab has managed to get away from the law. It was after Delhi police snooping in finally, because the murder happened in Delhi. But they were living in Maharashtra all this while. They had known each other before 2020. The father had told me a few days ago that he did land up at the funeral of Shraddha's mother, but there was not much interaction. So the father was not sure what kind of a man he is. He did object to the religious identity and an interfaith relationship, but for a young woman, expectedly, it did not really bother her. It did not matter to her. She believed he is the man for her, but this is a very critical evidence on your screen. Remember, there was 2020 medical report that she was admitted in hospital with a spine injury, a spine treatment. Then surfaces a police complaint. Look at the words, read it carefully, that is her handwriting. There is a stamp of the police on this letter. She says, I'm being blackmailed, threatened, he hits me, beats me. I cannot take it anymore. I was quiet because I did not have the guts to approach police. We were also planning to get married. We had the blessings of his family. His family knew that I was being abused and beaten up. They chose to say nothing, but henceforth, I'm not going to live with him. She says, I don't want to live with him. She was looking for a way out. What happened? Why could she not find a way out? Instead, moved with him from Maharashtra to Delhi. Months later, she was dead.
Chumpy leg massage malish. Not by physiotherapist, but by a rapist. Khana Khazana for Satyendra in jail. Kejriwal called him Bhagat Singh. No saza, only maza for Aap Mantri.
Massage and Khana Khazana. The Aam Aadmi Party was claiming that he's treated poorly inside prison, but the visual evidence says otherwise. This becoming an embarrassment for the AP and specifically for the Mantri and Kejriwal's khas neta Satyendra Jain, who's been in prison on corruption charges. Now the BJP has released another video. Again, take a look closely. Remember the massage video, which was not of a physiotherapist but a fellow inmate? Now he's being provided homemade food. Sarson da saag and carrot and cucumber and dry fruits and a full packet of Bisleri water bottles. Does not look like a poor treatment. This comes only a day after Jain's counsel claimed he's not getting proper food in the jail. It's a new controversy coming high on the heels of videos showing Delhi's prisons minister getting a massage in jail. Take a look closely on these videos. Aam Aadmi Party calling it a physiotherapy session. India Today finds out man giving him champion massage was no expert, was no physiotherapist. There's just one physiotherapist in Tihar. This man was a fellow inmate who wanted to meet an influential prisoner, starts to massage, they're having a conversation. But the accused is facing allegations and facing a case of raping his own minor daughter.
Who has asked that you say that he is getting physiotherapy by getting massage being done by a rapist? And we are playing politics.
He seems to be getting ample amount of food as well.
Yes. Today morning he was having his breakfast also, and that was being served. You have seen yourself. So if this is the situation, and what did Manish Sisodia say? That we should be ashamed. Now look at the audacity of that leader. I don't consider him to be leader at all. And these are the people, these are the stalwarts of Aam Aadmi Party. What does that mean? That from that they live with false propaganda and nothing else.
आम आदमी पार्टी के वकील कह रहे हैं कि सत्येंद्र जैन का 28 किलो वजन कम हो गया क्योंकि उनको जेल में खाना नहीं मिल रहा। लेकिन आज जो वीडियो नजर आ रहे हैं उसमें ना सिर्फ खाना मिल रहा है बल्कि प्रॉपर खाना मिल रहा है, उनको मेवे तक मिल रहे हैं। ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो किसी जेल में नहीं है, किसी रिजॉर्ट के कमरे में बैठ के वहां पे लुत्फ उठा रहे हैं खाने का। किस प्रकार का झूठ जो बोला जा रहा है वो आम आदमी पार्टी एक्सपोज हो गई है।
We have conducted a survey several years ago on the hard prisoners, and we found that the food which we are giving to them, and if they stay in the jail for 1 month, there was an increase of 1 kilogram weight in every prisoner. There were very few prisoners who lost their weight, and most of the prisoners were gaining the weight. That was because of this food which we are giving to them, plus their physical activities are at minimal when they are in the jail. So if Mr. Jain, his weight has increased, there is nothing unusual in it.
Moving on now to other stories. It's a faith fight that erupted again in the campus, this time in Bengal and Gujarat. Remember what happened in Karnataka over the hijab and the burqa-clad students? Now massive protests are erupted. One in a school in Bengal's Howrah over hijab and the burqa being worn by some of the girl students. The controversy started after some students wearing the hijab came to school. Other students started to protest this, wearing a saffron scarf to counter the headscarf. It created a tense situation in the school. Police had to be called in. Students also overturned school tables and chairs. Administration cancelled examination of class 11th and 12th, cleared that religious attire will not be allowed in the school premises. Security has been tightened around the area, but a similar incident, look closely, in Gujarat's Khera. A group of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad workers hit the streets against students wearing a skull cap and a burqa inside the Industrial Training Institute.
આજે હું 2 દિવસ પછી જ્યારે અહીંયા આવ્યો ત્યારે સંસ્થાનો ગેટ બંધ જોયો અને મેં પૂછતાછ કરી અને અચાનક જ આજે વિશ્વ હિન્દુ પરિષદવાળા અમારા કેબિનમાં આવી ગયા અને એમને જે રજૂઆત કરી છે કે ભાઈ સંસ્થામાં કેટલાક ધાર્મિક પોશાકને બધા ફોલો કરે છે અને આપણા સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના ચુકાદા પ્રમાણે આપણે કોઈ ધર્મને સપોર્ટ કરતા નહીં, શૈક્ષણિક સંસ્થા ધર્મ નિરપેક્ષતા રીતે કામ કરે છે। તો આ એમની જે રજૂઆત હતી એ હવે અમે કમિટીનું ગઠન કરી દીધું છે અને સંસ્થા ખાતે કેમેરા પણ ઉપલબ્ધ છે અને સંસ્થા ખાતે અમારા જે ફોરમેનશ્રીઓ છે એ પણ આનું પૂરતું ધ્યાન રાખે છે।
Tensions are escalating in the northeast at the Assam-Meghalaya border. 6 people, including a forest guard, were killed in a clash after police intercepted a truck that was allegedly smuggling timber. Escalating tensions, a car bearing an Assam number plate was also torched in Shillong's Jalupura. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma and several other state ministers will be travelling to the Mukro village to meet the families of the deceased. But following the clash, Meghalaya has suspended mobile internet services in 7 districts for the next 48 hours. Assam Chief Minister, on the other hand, has ordered a judicial investigation and have referred the matter to the CBI. But the Trinamool Congress has taken out a candlelight march in the entire state in a bid to avoid any untoward situation. Meanwhile, Assam police have set up barricades at different areas along the border. So this looks like primarily a border clash, following which the Assam government has announced a grant of 5 lakh rupees to the next of kin of people who were killed in the firing incident. Tension still prevailing in the area.
6 persons have died due to firing by Assam police and Assam forest guards. An FIR has been registered by the Meghalaya police. The state government strongly condemns the incident wherein the Assam police and Assam forest guards entered Meghalaya and resorted to unprovoked firing.
Assam CM is not responsible and not committed to the people of Assam. हमारा गवर्नमेंट का सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा होना चाहिए कि हमारा असम का जनता सुरक्षित रहे, हमारा बाउंड्री सुरक्षित रहे। हमारा बाउंड्री है तो हमारा किसका बाउंड्री, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ये फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का एजेंसी इंक्वायरी कर सकता है, इसमें हम लोग का कोई मतलब नहीं है। लेकिन इंक्वायरी होने का पहले हमारा सीएम ने क्यों इंक्वायरी दिया हमारा ऑफिसर का ऊपर, कैसे देगा? आपका असम पुलिस ने जिसको अरेस्ट किया वो मेघालय पुलिस ने धमकी देकर रिलीज करा लिया और हमारा जो आदमी वहाँ पे मर गया, जो डेड बॉडी है, उसको आप तक अभी तक क्यों रिलीज नहीं कर सका?
वहाँ पे मेघालय पुलिस असम पुलिस के खिलाफ शिकायतें दर्ज करा रही है। पुलिस बनाम पुलिस हो रहा है, असम बनाम मेघालय। एक दूसरे की पुलिस एक दूसरे के सामने बंदूक ताने खड़ी है। ये यहाँ मुख्यमंत्री जी गुजरात घूमते हैं, कभी दिल्ली की गलियों में पर्चे बांट रहे होते हैं। हवाई जहाज, चार्टर हवाई जहाजों में घूम रहे हो, असम के लोगों के पैसों से घूम रहे हो। उनको जवाब दीजिए जिन लोगों ने आपको मुख्यमंत्री चुना है।
ये दोनों राज्य सरकारों की और केंद्रीय खुफिया एजेंसियों की असफलता का नतीजा है कि पिछले 3 वर्षों में कई बार बॉर्डर डिस्प्यूट को लेकर के इस तरह घटनाएं प्रकाश में आई।
I'm heading to a very short break. When I return, I take you to China, where the zero-COVID policy has spiraled. Beijing has reported 1 death related to COVID-19. It's not yet over, but China once again implementing inhuman measures to eradicate COVID-19 pandemic in their country.
Ranveer Singh, who recently attended the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2022, was put on the spot when the actor was asked who he was by a Formula One racer. But what actually caught the attention and melted hearts of millions of fans was his response. Take a look. Quirky style, high energy and over-the-top clothing are often synonymous with Ranveer Singh. And recently the actor attended the Formula One race in Abu Dhabi, during which he met many global celebrities including cricketers Chris Gayle and Ben Stokes, Jamaican runner Usain Bolt and football manager Pep Guardiola. Ranveer also got the opportunity to meet R&B legend Akon and jammed on the iconic song Chamak Challo, which is now setting the internet on fire. The track is from singer's maiden Bollywood project Ravan, headlined by Shah Rukh Khan. The superhero film also starred Kareena Kapoor Khan in lead role. Apart from his quirkiness and spontaneity, Ranveer is also known for his humble attitude. And this time too around was no different. The actor has been winning hearts with his response to an interviewer at the race in Abu Dhabi. That's right, in this viral video, Ranveer can be seen with former racing driver Martin Brundle, who had momentarily forgotten him. To this, the actor sweetly introduced himself as an entertainer. After that, the commentator praised him for his quirky and colourful outfit.
I've momentarily forgotten who you are, so can you tell me please? I'm a Bollywood actor, sir. I hail from Mumbai, India. I'm an entertainer. That respect for that suit, because that's punching. You know the best part, sir? I have to send it all back in the morning. All right, good to see you. Good to see you. Enjoy the race.
Needless to say, the fans were quick to shower love upon him for his down-to-earth nature. This, however, isn't the first time a Bollywood celebrity had gone unrecognized or was mistakenly called with some other name. It might be surprising to learn, but global star Priyanka Chopra too had a similar incident after Rosie O'Donnell, an American comedian, mistakenly called her the daughter of Indian-born American author Deepak Chopra.
बच्चों के भविष्य के लिए मेहनत करें। इसी चुनाव में गुजरात में इतना बहुत बड़ा बदलाव आएगा कि ना सिर्फ गुजरात, पूरा हिंदुस्तान देखेगा कि परिवर्तन की लहर गुजराती देते हैं। देखो, लोग बोलते हैं कि तीसरा पक्ष नहीं चलता है। तीसरा पक्ष तब तक नहीं चलता है जब दो पक्ष मजबूत होते हैं। यहाँ कांग्रेस वैसे भी खत्म है। तो उम्मीद रखिए, आप भी शुभ शुभ बोलिए।
First death in Beijing has been confirmed due to COVID-19 in 6 months. Mayhem has been unleashed already by the China government on its own people. The country has now ensured that it's a stricter policy of COVID-19. This, remember, they're calling it the zero COVID policy, but there is a struggle. Even after 3 years, after the first cases of infection had surfaced, here's a report to tell you how China is resorting to inhuman measures to ensure there's no COVID-19 in their country.
A QR code to use public facilities, go to office, school, eat in a public place, work as a construction worker, a QR code to breathe. This is how strict things are in China. Panic if a person's QR code next to you is red. Lockdown's a way of life. Even 3 years after the outbreak, as Beijing reported its first death due to COVID in 6 months, sending the country into a tizzy once again. China's prolonged zero COVID policy, scientifically flawed and inhuman, has led to widespread anger. A journalist from Straits Times explained in a tweet how tough things were vis-a-vis quarantine.
These pictures speak volumes of how difficult life is for people living in China right now. It is indicative of the fact that the government is hell-bent on implementing an impractical zero COVID policy, which has a negative fallout on the economy of China, as is evident.
Daily new cases in China hover around the 28,000 mark. And this is not even an underestimate, given the brutality with which testing is done. Beijing has shut parks and museums, also schools. China has the world's strictest lockdowns and the country continues to be in doldrums. Rising unemployment, an economy on a downward spiral, and a disgruntled population. President Xi Jinping has been chosen again as the leader of his people, but it is the people who are at the receiving end of the government's policy of optimizing their COVID response. Clearly, there is no respite in sight. In New Delhi, Sneha Murdani for India Today.
I'm wrapping up this bulletin for now. Thank you so much for watching. You can always log on to indiatoday.in for all the latest. Have a good day. Thank you.
From Rajnikant to Talapati Vijay, there are other big newsmakers as well and are all from regional cinema. Take a look at our trending segment Up South. Superstar Rajnikant was one of the chief guests at music composer Deva's concert in Chennai. He made a grand entry to the iconic Basha theme music. Fans went crazy as Rajnikant made his way to the stage and cheered for him. Photos and videos of the same have also gone viral on social media. Rajinikanth is currently busy shooting for his upcoming project Jailer with filmmaker Nelson Dilip Kumar. In fact, recently, a photo of Kannada superstar Shiv Rajkumar from the film's sets was also unveiled. Rajinikanth was last seen in Anathe alongside Nayanthara and Kirti Suresh. Directed by Siva, the film narrated the story of a man who loves his younger sister dearly and would do everything to make her happy. So much so, when she elopes with her lover to Kolkata, he goes to great lengths to protect her from the clutches of an evil gangster. The makers of Thalapathy Vijay's Varisu took to social media to share the news of their film distributor. They captioned the post as, "We are happy to announce that Varisu Tamil Nadu theatrical distribution will be done by 7 Screen Studio." Directed by Vamshi Paidipalli, the Tamil language drama is one of the most anticipated films and is produced by Dil Raju. Varisu depicts the story of Vijay Rajendran, who is a happy-go-lucky man essayed by Thalapathy. However, things change when his foster father dies unexpectedly. The film also stars Rashmika Mandana and Prakash Raj in pivotal roles. Varisu is scheduled to hit cinemas on January 11th, 2023. That's not all. In fact, recently, Thalapathy Vijay also met his fans and members of Thalapathy Vijay Makkal Ayyakam at his Panayur office in Chennai after 5 long years. Several visuals of him posing with his fans are also breaking the internet.
शो मेरा चलता था, 1 घंटे चलता था। लोग पूरे गुजरात में कर्फ्यू लग जाता था मेरा शो देखने के लिए, शो देखने के लिए। लोग घर से बाहर ही नहीं निकलते थे। लोगों ने मुझे दिल फाड़ कर प्यार किया है। मैंने जब टीवी चैनल छोड़ा, जब यात्रा निकाली मेरी राजनीति में ज्वाइंट होकर, 1 महीने में 5.5 लाख लोगों ने मिस कॉल करके हमारे साथ जुड़े थे। अरविंद जी का भी फ़ोन आया कि आपको ज्वाइन करना चाहिए आम आदमी पार्टी। स्कूलें देखी अच्छी, अस्पतालें देखी। तब मैंने तय किया कि यार मुद्दों की राजनीति करनी है, मुझे यहाँ कुछ लेने के लिए नहीं आया। मैं तो सब छोड़ कर आया हूँ। हेल्थ पॉलिसियाँ मैंने बनाई है, एजुकेशन पॉलिसियाँ मैंने बनाई है। फिर जब अरविंद जी को मिलने गया तो मुझे लगा कि ये तो मैं पॉलिसियाँ जो बना रहा था, वही उसकी आधी कॉपी तो यही है।
Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Pooja Shali. Let's begin first with the headlines. Tragic last words of Shraddha, exclusive now on India Today. Shraddha's last Instagram conversation with friend accessed. After Shraddha did not reply, the friend then also contacted Aftab, got no answer. But it is this chilling 2020 letter access that can become clincher of an evidence. Her fear of Aftab killing her, chopping her into pieces, eerily came true 2 years later. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, invoking love jihad in the battleground Gujarat, says Aftab, what he did was exploitation of Hindu girls. Is there an ISIS-like link to the Bengaluru blast unravelling? Terror-accused Sharik visited 3 states. Sources say Coimbatore bomber and Sharik were in Kerala's Aluva at the same time. After getting a massage in prison by a fellow inmate, BJP debunks Jain's another claim of no good food provided. A video release shows getting a lavish meal, fruits, dry fruits and more. A fight over faith erupting in campus once again in Bengal. Protests erupt over wearing headscarf in a school. VHP protests skull cap and burqa in a Gujarat college. Not really. Not walking. Shocking evidence and revelations coming in the most gruesome murder India has seen in the past few years. Shraddha's last conversation with a friend before she was strangled to death by Aftab, May 18th. Just hours before the horror, Shraddha messaged her friend a cryptic post, a direct message in the Instagram to a friend saying, "Hi, I've got some news." But there is no response, no explanation. When the friend asks again, "What's the news?" Complete silence after that, forever. Months later, on 15 September, the friend texts Aftab about Shraddha's whereabouts. There's no clarity. Where is she? But even the calls have continued to go unanswered. Days later, the same friend then texts Shraddha again on Instagram to try and pursue the same conversation. But no reply. These, remember, are shocking details, perhaps showing about there were some friends trying to get in touch with her. Did she have something to say on the day she was murdered? I want you to look closely about the last conversation that Shraddha had with a friend. Very important and very gruesome also. Remember, May 18th, the day she is, we're being told, according to the investigators, was murdered at night. What happened barely 2 hours before that on 18th of May? She sends a message to her friend. In inbox, a secret message where she says, "Hey, I've got some news. I've been super busy doing something." When the friend casually asks in reply, "What's the news?" There is no reply, and then it's silence forever. Months later, on September 15th, the friend, clearly now realizing that she's not been contacting, she's not been replying, what happened? He then messages her again, trying to follow with the same conversation, saying, "Hey, how are you? Where are you? Need to talk." Realizing that there is no reply, he gets suspicious, and the friend contacts Aftab. He's the only living partner. He's the only one you can reach out. He calls him on audio in social media, says, "Hey bro, what's up? How are you? Where is Shraddha? Tell her to call me." No response at all. Then friend tries to again contact Shraddha. "Are you safe? Where the hell are you?" Remember, 18th of May, September 24, 25. The friend has clearly realized something is off. These were 2-3 friends who've then contacted the father and then approached the police. Final conversation that Shraddha had with one friend on the same day was, "Hey, I've got some news. I've been super busy doing something." No explanation after that. Could it be a big clincher? Because these are some of the conversations that are surfacing. Importantly, these are medical reports of 2020. There is also a medical report and a police complaint that have surfaced. Remember, they too were residents from Maharashtra. She's written to the police where she's very categorically said, "I'm being abused. He's blackmailing me. He beats me up, assaults me so badly." This is dated November 2020, the letter written to cops. To the Maharashtra police, she has said that he's been abusing her, but just not that. She says he's threatened to kill me and cut me into pieces. Exactly what happened 2 years later. Shraddha then tells the cops she wanted to approach them, but she could not because he had been threatening her against it and that he'll kill her. She also says that Aftab's parents knew they were together in a live-in relationship. There was going to be a marriage, but she does not want that marriage now. She just wants to be out. The parents did nothing despite knowing that the son has been beating her. Not just that, other officers, bosses have also been approached. A former reporting manager has been called in for a statement and questioning about what did he tell her, because there is a conversation where Shraddha has told a manager that she's in hospital after being brutally thrashed and that she cannot report to work right away.
श्रद्धा किस तरह की लड़की थी? क्या वो इमोशनल बेंट ऑफ माइंड की थी जिसकी वजह से वो अब्यूजिव रिलेशनशिप तक में रह रही थी, सहन कर रही थी, टॉर्चर झेल रही थी और पुलिस तक नहीं जा रही थी?
जी, जब तक ये इसकी कोई दोस्ती नहीं थी इसके साथ, तब वो एकदम नॉर्मल सी बिहेव करती थी. जब से इसका ये दोस्त आया लाइफ में, तब से इसका बिहेवियर पूरा चेंज हो गया.
कैसा बिहेवियर था ये? किस तरीके से आफ्ताब उसे इन्फ्लुएंस करता था सर?
ये बस मतलब उसी के ऊपर ज्यादा ट्रस्ट करने लगा और हमसे दूर रहने लगी.
वो आंख मूंद कर आफ्ताब पे भरोसा करती थी, जो वो कहता था वही करती थी?
जी जी, वैसा ही हुआ. तब तो मुझे अभी 3 साल बाद ऐसे कुछ पता नहीं चला.
आपको लग रहा है कि 2019-20 जब कभी भी ये टॉर्चर का सिलसिला शुरू हुआ, लगभग 3 साल तक वो इसे झेलती रही. एक वजह ये भी हो सकती है कहीं ना कहीं उसे भरोसा था कि सब कुछ एक दिन ठीक हो जाएगा.
मुझे नहीं लगता, क्योंकि जब ये उसके दोस्तों ने बताया कि ये ऐसे एक बार नहीं, दो बार नहीं, शायद कुछ 10 से 14 बार उसको मारपीट किया है और उसका मतलब सेपरेशन का बात किया हुआ था।
विकास जी, श्रद्धा का एक वीडियो सामने आया है जिसमें वो एक प्ले में पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है, काफी खुश दिखाई दे रही है। किस तरीके का मिजाज था? एक खुशनुमा लड़की, फॉरगिव एंड फॉरगेट टाइप्स, इमोशनल बेंट ऑफ माइंड, या फिर बहुत स्ट्रांग और सब कुछ सहने का साहस रखने वाली?
जी, बहुत ही स्ट्रांग थी वो। वैसे मुझे बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस था कि ये अपना खुद का कुछ मैनेज कर पाएगी और थोड़ा सा मॉडर्न ख्यालात की लड़की थी।
ये जो वीडियो है सर, इसमें दिखाई दे रहा है कि श्रद्धा एक प्ले में पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है, हंस बोल रही है, नॉर्मल सी लड़की, लेकिन वो इतना टॉर्चर सह रही थी जिसके अब सबूत सामने आ रहे हैं। कभी सिगरेट बट से वो उसे जलाता था, कभी मारता था, कभी नाक पे, कभी थोड़ी पे चोट के निशान देता था, जिसकी उसने उफ तक नहीं करी। ऐसा आपको यकीन हो रहा है कि आपकी बेटी ऐसा कर सकती है कभी?
मुझे तो ये अभी बात ऐसे सुनने में आई है, तो मुझे इसी बात का दुख है कि ये इतना अगर कैसे सह पाई और हम लोग को इस बारे में पता तक चलने नहीं दिया।
आपको कभी उसने कोई लेटर लिखा, कोई कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश की, व्हाट्सएप किया?
ना, जब भी उससे पूछता था कैसी हो, कहाँ रहती हो, क्या करती हो, तब उसका जवाब यही होता था, ठीक हूँ मैं इस जगह रहती हूँ और मेरे साथ ये आफ्ताब भी है।
Every testimony matters right now. Any revelation, any evidence that anyone has, specifically friends. Joining me now on this special telecast are two friends and a doctor who treated Shraddha about a few years ago. Rahul is also a friend of Shraddha. Rajat Shukla is a friend, and Dr. Pranav Kabra, who is consulted by Shraddha. All of you, I'm sure, will have some important memories and that you can share. Rajat, I want to start with you quickly. Can you tell us about how and when did she inform you that कुछ तो था relationship में जो इनका था कि abuse है, कि उनको मारा जा रहा है? कुछ कहा उन्होंने specific हमको बताएं।
देखिए 2019 के दौरान ये बात थी, सिर्फ पहली बार पता चला था कि रिलेशनशिप में आए हैं ये लोग। और तभी श्रद्धा ने हमारे ही कॉलेज ग्रुप की एक इसकी फीमेल बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी जिसको इस बारे में जाहिर किया था कि किस तरीके से अब्यूजिव है लड़का, हाथ उठाता है, वॉयलेंट होता है। पर उस वक्त संगीनता कहीं ना कहीं हमको शायद समझ में नहीं आई थी, क्योंकि हम थोड़ा कनेक्शन लूज कर चुके थे, अपने अपने काम में व्यस्त हो चुके थे।
पर क्या मारपीट तो हो रही थी, क्या टॉर्चर इतना ज्यादा हो गया था कि वो फिर भी रहना चाह रही थी, निकलना चाह रही थी? क्योंकि कंप्लेंट जो अब आ रही है उसके बाद क्या कोई एफआईआर लॉन्च हुई? इसके बारे में हमें कुछ बताएं, फिर हम दूसरे दोस्त के पास भी जाएंगे। रजत,
देखिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उस वक्त ये दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि हम जो सभी कॉलेज वाले दोस्त थे, ये कुछ इन्फ्लुएंस जरूर आफ्ताब की ओर से रहा था कि उसने जानबूझकर ये पूरी कोशिश की थी किस तरीके से वो काट सके श्रद्धा के जो करीबी दोस्त हैं, उसकी फैमिली है, सबसे उसको दूर करके बिल्कुल अकेला कर सके, जिससे कि वो उसके ऊपर पूरा इन्फ्लुएंस कर सके और उसके इशारे पे जो भी चीजें हो वो हो।
मतलब बिल्कुल जो पुराने दोस्त से उनसे एक एक करके कट ऑफ होता जा रहा था। पेरेंट्स से वैसे ही बात नहीं थी, मदर की डेथ हो गई थी। राहुल, आपकी कब बात हुई है? मतलब श्रद्धा को आप भी कुछ वक्त से जानते थे, कब लास्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन आपको याद है श्रद्धा के साथ?
नहीं, तो मेरे को मिलने से पहले, मतलब मेरे को मिले थे तो उनके गले पे बहुत निशान था। जब भी मेरे को मिले थे, फर्स्ट टाइम मिले थे, तो उनके गले पे निशान था, उनके चेहरे पे लगा था उनको, और पीछे बाजू पीठ पे उनको लगा था। उनको मैं बोला हॉस्पिटल लेके गया, तो हॉस्पिटल नहीं, तो पुलिस चौकी लेके गया उनको, तुलिन पुलिस चौकी में।
अच्छा।
तुलिन चौकी में लेके जाने के बाद में एनसी किया। श्रद्धा ने खुद लिख के दिया, पुलिस चौकी में एनसी लिख के दिया। उसके बाद उधर से हम लोग शाम को आए 4 बजे, उनको मैं सेक्टर 7 के पास छोड़ दिया।
यही 2020 की जो पुलिस कंप्लेंट है, मेडिकल रिपोर्ट है, यही एक तरह से दर्शा रहा है कि अब्यूसिव रिलेशनशिप। डॉक्टर प्रणव, आई वांट टू नाउ ब्रिंग यू इन। What did Shraddha tell you about the injury? Did she say anything specific? क्योंकि specific injury जो spinal injury बता रहे हैं 2020 की, आपको क्या कहा था डॉक्टर प्रणव?
सबसे पहले बताना चाहूँगा कि श्रद्धा को मैंने ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन किया था।
ओके।
उनको मैंने फिजिकली कंसल्टिंग रूम में एडवाइस किया था आने के लिए, पर वो कभी टर्न अप नहीं हुए मेरे पास। और फोन पे मेरी 2 से 2.5 मिनट उनसे बात हुई थी। एक थर्ड पर्सन के थ्रू वो मेरे कॉन्टेक्ट में आए थे, और कोविड का उस टाइम समय चल रहा था, तो ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन का चलन बहुत ज्यादा चालू था उस टाइम। तो वो चाह रहे थे कि मैं ऑनलाइन उनको मेडिकेशन प्रिस्क्राइब कर दूं, जो थोड़ा सा मतलब सेडेटिव मेडिकेशन दो, एंटी डिप्रेसिव हो, स्ट्रेस रिलीफ मेडिकेशन दो। बट एज पर द गवर्नमेंट लॉ, द मेडिकल लॉ, FDA के हिसाब से हम मेडिकेशन प्रिस्क्राइब नहीं कर सकते हैं ऑनलाइन। मैंने बोला आप आइए, क्या प्रॉब्लम है समझते हैं और फिर आगे बात करते हैं।
वो पैंडेमिक का टाइम था डॉक्टर प्रणव, आई रिमेम्बर। जी, वो ज्यादा बात नहीं हो पा रही थी इन पर्सन विद डॉक्टर्स, ऑनलाइन बहुत कंसल्टेशन हो रहा था।
तो मैं कोरिलेट कर पाया कि ये वही करता है जिसका ये मर्डर हुआ है।
You're saying she was asking for sedatives against stress. Was there any depression, Dr. Pranav, that you could have noticed? Any medical, आपको लगा medical health issue है? Online consultation में आपको लगा कुछ है?
2-2.5 मिनट के इसमें तो ज्यादा कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, क्योंकि हमने उसको एडवाइस किया था कि आप प्लीज जो है कि आप आइए हॉस्पिटल में, पर उस टाइम कोविड का प्रकोप था और हॉस्पिटल में किसी को आना नहीं अच्छा लग रहा था। तो आई थिंक इससे वो टर्न अप नहीं हुआ। अगर शायद कोविड नहीं होता तो वो कंसल्ट करने 100% जरूर आते हैं हमारे पास, या और किसी डॉक्टर के पास गए होते।
क्या और कोई मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट के बारे में बात कोई उसने कहा था? कोई दवाई वो ले रही थी, कोई इंजरी ऐसा हुआ है पहले?
इंजरी के बारे में कुछ जिक्र नहीं हुआ था। ये तक के थोड़ा सा फैमिली इशू चल रहा है, और फैमिली इशू तो कोविड का टाइम था और लॉकडाउन था, तो इनकम वाइज भी इश्यूज थे काफी घरों में। तो आई थिंक वो मैटर से मुझे लगा शायद वो प्रॉब्लम चल रहा होगा घर में। पर अभी जब सारे मीडिया आप सब जो हेल्प कर रहे हैं इस इन्वेस्टिगेशन में, तो समझ में आ रहा है कि मैटर वॉज समथिंग डिफरेंट।
डॉक्टर, बहुत जरूरी है आप बात करें, जो दोस्त है, जितना एविडेंस साथ हो सकता है, क्योंकि जब तक साइंटिफिक रिपोर्ट्स ना आए, फ्रेंड्स, फैमिली, डॉक्टर्स, इट विल बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इट कैन हेल्प इन्वेस्टिगेटर्स। रजत, आप दोस्त रहे, आई वांट टू ब्रिंग यू इन अगेन नाउ। अब कुछ हमें रिलेशनशिप के बारे में ये बताएं कि आप कितना जानते थे, क्या उसमें कुछ चेंज आया, कोई इम्प्रूवमेंट थी? क्योंकि क्यों एक लड़की पुलिस कंप्लेंट 2020 में फाइल करती है अब्यूज का, ब्लैकमेल का, कि उसको मार देने की धमकी, फिर रहती भी है उनके साथ 2 साल, तो कुछ आपको रिलेशनशिप के बारे में बात करती थी, बता पाती थी कि चेंजेस है, तभी तो वो रह रही है?
देखिए, मैं शुरुआत से ही आपको बताऊं कि जिस तरह की लड़की थी वो, क्योंकि हमने मास मीडिया साथ में किया था, 2015 से 19 तक हम संपर्क में थे। तो ये एक ऐसी लड़की जो कि इतना ज्यादा आउटस्पोकन है, उसके अपने जो भी डिसीजंस होते थे लाइफ में, उसके बारे में वो क्लियर थी, उसको क्या चूज करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, उसके बारे में वो एकदम कॉन्शियस थी। एक ऐसी लड़की जब एक रिलेशनशिप में आती है तो जाहिर सी बात है वो ऐसे ही किसी को तलाश करेगी, या शायद अपने कंपेनियन के रूप में देखेगी जो कि उतना ही कूल हो और उसके लाइफ में और उतनी ही वैल्यू प्रदान करे। इतना ऐसा लगता था, मतलब कि शायद श्रद्धा हमारे वैलिडेशन का इंतजार नहीं करती अगर उसको कोई अब्यूजिव रिलेशनशिप दिखता या कोई वायलेंट होता। वो जाहिर सी बात है अपनी आवाज उठाने के लिए पूरी तरह सक्षम थी। मतलब जैसे कि कुछ लड़कियां होती हैं, वो सहज रूप में बहुत ज्यादा सौम्य होती हैं, उनको शायद ये चीज सिखाना समझाना पड़ता है कि आपको किस तरीके से एक सिविलाइजेशन में आप रह रहे, सोसाइटी में रह रहे हैं, तो सिविलियन राइट्स क्या होती हैं, श्रद्धा सब कुछ जानती थी। पर जिस दिन 2021 में जब ये राहुल बात बता रहे हैं, तो जब ये लेकर आए थे उसको एनसी दिलाने के लिए तुरंत पुलिस थाने में, तो उस वक्त भी जब श्रद्धा ने सब कुछ लिख भी दिया था, उसके बाद भी जो मुझे बताया गया दोस्तों द्वारा कि आफ्ताब ने उसे कॉल किया था, उसको ब्लैकमेल किया, उसको ये कहा कि अगर तुम घर वापस नहीं आ जाती हो तो मैं सुसाइड कर लूंगा और तुम और तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स को इसका जिम्मेदार ठहराऊंगा। अब श्रद्धा, क्योंकि अब एक तो ये जरूरी कारण हो सकता है जिसकी वजह से वो कहीं ना कहीं वापस चली गई घर पे, और कुछ ना कुछ जरूर कुछ बहुत बड़ा था जो विच इज नॉट विजिबल टू द नेकेड आइज। हमको आपको शायद नहीं पता, शायद हम कभी मतलब भगवान से मनाता हूँ मैं कि हम जान जाएं कि क्या वो बड़ा कारण रहा होगा जिसकी वजह से, क्योंकि मैं शुरुआत से लेकर आज मेरा 8वां दिन है, मैं लगातार दोहरा रहा हूँ कि श्रद्धा वो किस्म की लड़की ही नहीं थी कि वो किसी इंसान के झांसे में इस तरह आ जाए, या शादी की बात कह रहे, ये सभी चीजें श्रद्धा थी ही नहीं। मैंने 4 साल से बहुत करीबी से जाना है उसे, उसके साथ हर दिन क्लास में गया हूँ, थिएटर में मैं उसके साथ था, कल्चरल वीक्स में मैं एंकरिंग करता था, वो डांसिंग करती थी, बहुत कुछ, बहुत बहुत देखा है उसको, समझा है मैंने, जाना है। लेकिन वो नहीं है वो इस तरह के इंसान। वो किस तरीके से इतना हावी हो गया आफ्ताब उसके ऊपर कि इतना जाके ये वायलेंस बढ़कर एक मर्डर में तब्दीली हो गया, ये अपने आप में विश्वास करने के हिसाब का नहीं है। बिल्कुल मान ही नहीं सकता मैं कि ऐसा हो चुका है।
आप काफी इंपॉर्टेंट डिटेल्स बता रहे हैं, क्योंकि मास मीडिया करती थी, थिएटर करती थी, स्ट्रॉन्ग लड़की थी, और लेकिन ये इसको ब्लैकमेल करता था, शायद बोल के मैं सुसाइड कर लूंगा अगर तुम घर नहीं वापस आई. Was that the fear that she constantly returned to this man who was extremely manipulative? Dr. Pranav, can I bring you in here? That I understand you did an online consultation. It was the norm during the pandemic. Was there any suggestion perhaps, or did she tell you if there was an in-person consultation happening? If someone listening to you right now, do you think these consultations in person can make a difference also?
बेसिकली ये सब जो डायग्नोसिस के लिए सब जो बातें होती है, काउंसलिंग, ये टेबल टू टेबल होती है। फोन पे वी डोंट नो कि पेशेंट किस टाइप में बैठा है, क्या उसका मूड है, क्या वो हमारी बात सुन रहा है, उसको समझ के ले रहा है कि नहीं ले रहा है। ये सब, ये जो ऑनलाइन का जो चलन चल रहा है, ये काफी ज्यादा हैम्पर कर रहा है मेडिकल प्रैक्टिस को। जहाँ पेशेंट एक डॉक्टर के पास कब आता है, जब वो अपनी ग्रीवेंस बताता है, अपनी तकलीफ बताता है, डॉक्टर को देखता है, उसका फिजिकल अपीयरेंस देखता है, उसका बिहेवियर समझता है, उसकी आंखें देखता है, उसका स्किन टेक्सचर, उसका जीभ की आंखों के अंदर की पलकें, ये सब एग्जामिनेशन जो पॉइंट है ना, ये खत्म हो चुका है आज के मेडिकल प्रैक्टिस के अंदर, जो कि एकदम गलत है। ये जब तक डॉक्टर पेशेंट से नहीं मिलेगा, आपकी गाड़ी खराब है, आप फोन पे बोलोगे ठीक तो नहीं हो रहा, आपको गैरेज में लेके जाना पड़ेगा उसको ठीक करने के लिए, उससे पेशेंट को भी डॉक्टर के पास आना ही पड़ेगा इलाज के लिए। ये जो सेंसिटिव मैटर है, जो साइकोलॉजिकल इश्यूज होते हैं पेशेंट के लिए, इनको डिस्टर्ब होता है, मेंटली दे आर डिस्टर्ब। आजकल एवरी सेकंड इंडिविजुअल इज डिप्रेस्ड और स्ट्रेस इंड्यूस। आप किसी पेशेंट को बोलो बात कर लो, वो बोलेगा मैं स्ट्रेस।
So these are also important mention that you're making, Dr. Pranav. Rahul, can I bring you in here? ये मैं खुद थोड़ा समझना चाह रही हूँ, आपकी लास्ट कब बात हुई होगी श्रद्धा से डायरेक्टली? बिकॉज जैसे बाकी दोस्त भी बता रहे हैं कि ऐसा लग रहा था वो आफ्ताब उनको दोस्त और सपोर्ट सिस्टम से कट ऑफ करते जा रहे थे। आखिरी बात कब हुई है आपकी, एक बार बताएं फिर से।
नहीं मैडम, वो टाइम पे कुछ नहीं। लास्ट टाइम मैं 2021 में देखा था, पहले का दूसरे महीने में। लास्ट टाइम वो गाड़ी से जा रही थी, 2021 में उसको देखा था। पहला का दूसरा महीना था, मेरे को याद नहीं है। लास्ट टाइम उसको वही टाइम पे देखा था, गाड़ी पे वो मेरे को ब्रॉडवे सर्कल पे दिखी थी।
राहुल, तो आप ही से मैं फिर अगला फाइनल सवाल भी ले लेती हूँ। क्या आफ्ताब, जिसके बारे में हम इतना बात कर रहे हैं, उससे आप कभी मिले, उससे आपको देखकर या बात करके कभी ऐसा लगा कि कुछ ऑफ है, कुछ ठीक नहीं लग रहा है इस रिलेशनशिप में? ऐसा कोई इंटरेक्शन आपका हुआ उसके साथ?
नहीं, उसको कभी देखा नहीं था। ये फर्स्ट टाइम उसका मैंने पहला टीवी पे देखा, और फर्स्ट टाइम उसका।
I can only thank Rahul, Rajat and Dr. Pranav, and perhaps anyone who has any more evidence and solid, credible words to have, must add and contact the investigators. Thank you so much, all three of you, because what they've said is very important. She was doing mass media, she was doing theatre, she was a confident girl. She did not really come across as someone who could be living in a trapped situation. And that she wrote a police complaint. She knew what she was facing, but he was blackmailing her that he'll commit suicide. And that forced her constantly to return. What an abusive relationship she was forced to live in. But clock is ticking for Aftab. 6 months he managed to get away. But now there's been a lie detector test at the Forensic Science Laboratory in Rohini. Cops questioned him for 3.5 hours. Then 15 to 20 questions. Set of questions included, did he kill her? To say it as categorically as he can. Whether the murder was pre-planned. Did he have any regret after the murder? Not just him, Aftab's family has also been questioned after the police complaint of 2020 surfaced, because in that complaint, Shraddha has very clearly said there was going to be a marriage. Aftab's family had given blessings. He knew about the assault, and yet they did not say anything. What does the family have to say in it? That has also been mentioned. Of course, clearly the family's identity not yet being revealed right now. What a shocking, terrible, tragic story, but we can only hope that perhaps she can get justice even in death. I'm wrapping up this bulletin for now. It's a developing story. We'll continue to get you the details. Thank you for watching.
I don't read the news. I read between the lines to tell you the true version of events. The true story of our times.
To document grief, the toughest assignment for any journalist to be.
From those who matter.
Women politicians going to stick up for each other.
Of those who should matter. I document the truth. I don't distort the truth. I don't glamorize the truth. I don't gloss over the truth.
The ghosts of India's contentious medieval history have come knocking again.
I hustle for the truth. On the ground, in the newsroom, in the studio. I don't try to grab eyeballs.
I inform you to make you see the point.
To the Point with Preeti Chaudhary. At these times, only on India Today.
Wait till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace.
Rapper Kanye West has returned to Twitter after drawing widespread backlash over multiple anti-Semitic rants across social media.
Get arrested, guess until he get the message. I feel the pressure.
In his first tweet since his suspension on the site, he wrote, and we quote, "Testing, testing, seeing if my Twitter is unblocked." While Twitter did not specify which policies West had broken, he posted DeathCon 3 on Jewish people. In the tweet, West had written, "The funny thing is actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also." West was also restricted by Instagram earlier this month. He took to another social media platform and confirmed that he was kicked off Instagram for 30 days. The restriction was put in place due to a comment he made about Jewish people to Russell Simmons, the co-founder of Def Jam Records and a clothing brand. West's return to Twitter comes less than 24 hours after the platform's new owner, Elon Musk, said he had reinstated several other suspended accounts, including former President Donald Trump.
ધાનન નીપજે કુડપિત માડું ન હોય જસલ જખરો નીપજે એનીમાં ઓથલ પદમણી હોય अच्छी धरा होगी तभी अगर अच्छी फसल पैदा होगी।
माँ की रोटी अच्छी लगी,
बहुत स्वादिष्ट है। आपको लग रहा है कि आपका बेटा बन सकता है सीएम?
नागरिक का साथ जोइए।
कार्यक्रम खत्म होते होते आप अपने पुराने रिपोर्टर अवतार में आ गए और माइक आपके पास थी और मम्मी का इंटरव्यू आप ही कर रहे थे।
First up, S.S. Rajamouli is leaving no stone unturned to promote his film RRR worldwide. After submitting it for Oscars in as many as 14 categories and releasing it in Japan with aggressive promotions, the filmmaker has now attended the screening of the film in Los Angeles, and guess what? It was organized by the same agency which has close ties with several Hollywood biggies. Take a look. RRR fever is surely taking over the world. S.S. Rajamouli is promoting his magnum opus with all his might, so much so that RRR is becoming an international brand. And now Rajamouli is campaigning for his film to get Oscar nominations in as many as 14 categories. The filmmaker attended his magnum opus's screening in Los Angeles, which was organized by Creative Artists Agency, the same agency that shares close ties with many Hollywood biggies. Grapevine is a buzz that this screening may give RRR's Oscar campaign a boost. In fact, a picture of the filmmaker with an LA producer, Swati Shetty, is doing the rounds on the internet. What's more, S.S. Rajamouli was also present during the screening of his period drama, which was held at the 10th edition of Beyond Fest at the biggest IMAX theatre in the world in Los Angeles. Not only did the fans were seen screaming or whistling in excitement, but were also seen dancing to the tunes of Natu Natu. Now, if you jog your memory, the team of RRR, including Ram Charan and Junior NTR, visited Japan as well to promote their film before its release in the country. Several visuals of the same and the stars posing with their fans had also surfaced online. The film received massive response worldwide. The likability of the film is so high that fans and several celebrities are also rooting for RRR's entry into the Oscars. And that's not all. S.S. Rajamouli, during an event, had earlier confirmed the sequel to this record-breaking blockbuster.
Hello and welcome. You're watching In the Club. I'm Dipali Patel. This is where we get you the best from the world of entertainment. First up, Kartik Aaryan celebrated his 32nd birthday. A grand party was hosted by the actor for his industry friends, while also had an intimate celebration with his parents. On the occasion of his birthday, the makers of his upcoming film Shehzada also released the teaser, and this comes days after the actor gave a glimpse of his another film, Freddy. Take a look. Kartik Aaryan turned a year older, and to celebrate the same, he hosted a grand birthday bash. His co-stars Ananya Pandey, Vani Kapoor and Disha Patni, among others, all arrived in style, complementing the white dress code of the party. And not to miss was the star of the bash, Kartik himself. Who too arrived in white in his Lamborghini. The party was also attended by T-Series head honcho, Bhushan Kumar. Earlier in the day, Kartik had also shared a glimpse from his intimate celebration with just his family and his pet Katori.
जब बात फैमिली पे आए तो डिस्कशन नहीं करते, एक्शन करते हैं.
In fact, the makers of his masala entertainer Shehzada unveiled the teaser of the film on the occasion of his birthday. Glimpses into the film starts with Karthik riding a horse through the gates of a stately mansion. He then punches some goons, all with an uber-cool attitude. Directed by Rohit Dhawan, the film is the remake of Allu Arjun's Ala Vaikuntu Purumulu and stars Kriti Sanon as the female lead. Not only Shehzada, but Karthik Aaryan otherwise also seems to be on a roll, and how. In fact, the year 2022 could get even better and end on a bigger high for the actor, as his next film, Freddy, is making all the right noise on social media. Freddy is touted to be a spine-chilling thriller and is set to be a whirlwind ride of love, obsession and drama.
Sorry sir, kept you waiting.
The teaser of the film had certainly piqued the curiosity of movie buffs. Karthik portrays the role of a doctor who battles loneliness and keeps to himself, while Alaya F will be seen in the role of Kainaz, his love interest. What's more, the latest track of this film, Tum Jo Milo, is also winning hearts. The song, which features both Karthik and Alaya, is a soulful love ballad and is sung by Abhijit Srivastava. The film is all set to premiere on Disney Plus Hotstar on 2nd December.
I love you.
Not just professionally, the actor seems to be in the news for his personal life too, as grapevine suggests that Karthik and Hrithik Roshan's cousin Pashmina Roshan are the latest beat-down couple. According to reports, the duo has been spending a lot of time together lately, and they even shared a meal at a famous Bandra Patisserie on Diwali. Pashmina is all set to make her Hindi film debut with the second installment of Ishq Wish alongside Rohit Saraf, Gibran Khan and Naila Grewal. On work front, Karthik Aaryan, on the other hand, has had an incredible 2022 so far. Incredible considering he was written off by industry insiders after a reported fallout with Karan Johar during the filming of Dostana 2 and was subsequently replaced in the film.
I can see dead people. बचपन से भूतों के बीच पला बड़ा हूं मैं। वहां खड़े-खड़े मेरा मुंह क्या देख रहे हो? देख लो, अभी इससे बात करो। आपके पीछे जो दो आत्माएं खड़ी हैं, उनसे बात कर रहा हूं।
What's more, Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2 became one of the biggest hits of 2022, raking in over 200 crore rupees in ticket sales. The Anees Bazmi directorial starred him along with Kiara Advani and Tabu in lead roles. And the plot followed Ruhan Randhawa, aka Roo Baba, portrayed by Karthik, who pretends to be a fraud psychic to deal with the return of Manjalika, played by Tabu. Once panned by the critics for portraying misogynist roles, Karthik has surprised both his fans and critics alike with his film choices.
अब तेरे बिन जी लेंगे हम.
The actor is now all set to collaborate with Anurag Basu for Aashiqui 3.
पी लेंगे हम.
He He also has Satya Prem Ki Katha with Kiara Advani in the pipeline. This will mark the actor's second collaboration with the actress after Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2. The Luka Chupi actor also has Hansal Mehta's Captain India in his kitty.
Ajay Devgan has released the teaser of his fourth directorial venture, Bhola, while also minting big numbers at the box office with his recent release, Drishyam 2. Imran Hashmi, on the other hand, has treated fans with a series of pictures as he wrapped up the Ground Zero film. This and much more, it's time to check out what is keeping our celebrities busy. Here's our popular segment, What's Trending.
भैया, ये है कौन? कौन है, कहां से आया है, किसी को पता नहीं, और जिसको पता था वो बैठा है.
Ajay Devgan is on a roll, and how? Yes, the actor took to social media to share the teaser of his next directorial venture, Bhola. He captioned the post as, and we quote, "Kaun hai wo, jisko pata hai, wo khud lapata hai." This more than a minute-long video begins with a girl in an orphanage being informed that someone is coming to meet her. Inquisitive about knowing who that person might be, the girl starts thinking about him, and the teaser gets more intriguing as a man's silhouette, presumably Ajay Devgan, is shown walking out of jail.
भैया, ये है कौन? कौन है, कहां से आया?
With a slick background score and action sequences, the video shows build-up shots with the title revelation. Bhola marks Ajay's fourth film as a director and will release in cinemas on March 30th, 2023. The action thriller is the official Hindi remake of 2019 Tamil box office sensation Kethi.
7 साल हो गए, आज भी मेरी फैमिली को परेशान किया जा रहा है।
विजय का केस वापस गर्म हो गया, पुलिस सॉलिड एक्शन में।
अरे हर साल यही सुनते आया हूँ, पुलिस यहाँ खोद रही है, वहाँ खोद रही है, लेकिन मिलता क्या है? कुछ नहीं।
Meanwhile, Ajay is currently basking in the glory of his latest release, Drishyam 2. The film was off to a good start and is minting big numbers at the box office. After earning 60 crores on its opening weekend, the crime thriller collected 11.50 crore rupees on its fourth day, taking the total collection to rupees 75.64 crore rupees at the domestic box office, as per trade experts.
ये केस बंद कर दिया है, मगर वो तो अभी तक छानबीन कर रहा है।
जब तक हम जिंदा हैं, ये छानबीन चलती रहेगी।
लाल बहादुर शास्त्री और गांधी जी के बीच में एक बात कॉमन है, इन दोनों का जन्मदिन 2 अक्टूबर को पड़ता है। एक और चीज हुई थी 2 अक्टूबर को, गेस करोगे?
For the unversed, the Drishyam franchise is an official remake of Mohanlal's Malayalam film of the same name. And now speculations are rife that the makers of both franchises are planning to release the third part on the same day. What's more, Drishyam 2 has finally lifted the dry spell for Bollywood movies. So much so that the distributors are not willing to drop any shows of this Ajay Devgan starrer for the new releases.
तुम्हें क्या लगता है ये भेड़िए ने मुझे क्यों काटा है?
हो सकता है कि वो भेड़िया एक्चुअली तुम्हें मारना चाहता हो।
Reports suggest that this turn of events will impact the business of Varun Dhawan starrer Bhediya, which will hit cinemas on November 25th, leaving the makers of the film worried. Directed by Amar Kaushik, Bhediya is a horror comedy that depicts the story of Bhaskar, essayed by Varun, who finds himself changing after being bitten by a wolf in the forests of Arunachal. While the protagonist begins to transform into a shape-shifting werewolf, he and his friends look for answers amid many twists, turns and laughs. Imran Hashmi took to social media to share a series of pictures as he wrapped up the shooting of his next film, Ground Zero. The film is touted to be a military thriller and is directed by Tejas Vijay Deoskar. As far as Imran's other projects are concerned, he has an interesting lineup including Selfie co-starring Akshay Kumar, Diana Penty and Nusrat Barucha.
अरे ओ खिलाड़ी आज संडे को फ्री बोलो लोगे हमारे संग सेल्फी
Directed by Raj Mehta, the comedy drama is a remake of the 2019 Malayalam film Driving License. Imran will also be seen in the third installment of Salman Khan's Tiger franchise in an important role. The spy thriller also stars Katrina Kaif and is directed by Manish Sharma. Tiger 3 is expected to hit cinemas on Diwali 2023.
Ready?
Tiger always ready.
It's time for a very short break now, but there's lots more coming up on the other side, so stay tuned to In the Club.
The capital gains tax regime is all set to change in the upcoming budget. According to senior finance ministry sources, tax authorities are comparing the tax regime with that of other countries for simplicity. The source said that while changes may benefit many, they will also hurt a few. The proposed changes are likely in the next 2 years. Let's go across to Business Today TV special correspondent Karishma Sudani. Karishma, take us through what's likely to be proposed.
Well, absolutely, you're right in a way to confirm that the government is mulling some kind of relief for the salaried Indian class in the budget, but we yet do not know if that is going to take a proper shape. Now, the government, as per my sources, is definitely wanting to do and bring some kind of tweaks and moderations when it comes to the capital gains tax and the personal income tax, but they have not yet decided the quantum of modifications, and they've not yet decided if this budget is going to be the right time to introduce it. Now, government wants to do away with the complexities in the tax regime, and that is why one of the reasons they're contemplating in changing and bringing simplicity in the tax slabs, in the periods, and distinguishing the asset classes. There's one thing for sure, that the government wants people to move to the new regime when it comes to personal income tax, and for that they may bring about some kind of provisions, relief for exemptions in this budget. But my sources say me expect nothing very big this year, while the plan is definitely to bring relief to the middle class and relief to the consumers because of the inflation. I don't think we should expect some major changes or major relief when it comes to the salaried taxpayers.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
From Rajnikant to Vijay Deverakonda, there are other big newsmakers as well, and are all from regional cinema. Take a look at our trending segment, Up South.
Vijay Deverakonda and Rashmika Mandanna have often been in the headlines for their rumoured relationship. This time, the rumoured couple took to their respective social media to give a shout-out to Anand Deverakonda's upcoming film Baby. It is said that Rashmika is very close to Vijay's family. Directed by Sai Rajesh, the romantic drama also features Vaishnavi Chaitanya in the lead role. Anand will be portraying the role of a small-town guy. For the unversed, Vijay Deverakonda's brother Anand Deverakonda made his acting debut with Dorasani, which was a Telugu romantic drama directed by KVR Mahindra. He then tasted success with middle-class melodies. Now the actor is all excited about his next offering.
I love you.
I love you too.
ముద్దు పెట్టుకుంటా.
చెప్పు తెగుతంట.
Meanwhile, if you jog your memory, Vijay was last seen in Puri Jagannath's sports drama Liger alongside Ananya Pandey. Backed by Dharma Productions, the film was a major disappointment for cinegoers. As far as his upcoming projects are concerned, the actor has Kushi co-starring Samantha in his Kitty. Helmed by Shiv Nirvana, the romantic comedy has been extensively shot in Kashmir. Rashmika, on the other hand, recently made her Bollywood debut with Amitabh Bachchan's starrer Goodbye. The film received mixed responses at the box office. As far as Rashmika's upcoming projects are concerned, she will return as Srivalli for the next installment of Pushpa the Rise. She has already begun shooting for this action drama with Allu Arjun. That's not all. Rashmika also has Mission Majnu with Siddharth Malhotra in her kitty.
धस जाए ये धरती या चटक जाए आकाश.
Prabhas's Adipurush has faced the wrath of social media scrutiny yet again after the film received huge backlash for its gimmicky and poor VFX ever since the makers released the teaser. It is again being compared with another film titled Hanuman, starring Teja Sajja. That's right, netizens were impressed by the VFX and the overall presentation of this Prashant Verma directorial. While they hailed Hanuman for all the right reasons, several social media users took a dig at Prabhas, saying that he has some thinking to do along with director Om Raut. Now, if you jog your memory, Adipurush is an epic mythological drama which was earlier scheduled to hit cinemas in January 2023. However, due to the flack received online, the makers pushed the release date to mid-next year, announcing that they are reworking the VFX. Apart from Prabhas, Adipurush also stars Kriti Sanon, Saif Ali Khan and Sunny Singh in key roles. Meanwhile, Prabhas is also focusing on other projects such as Nag Ashwin's Project K, co-starring Amitabh Bachchan and Deepika Padukone. He also has Prashant Neel directorial Salar in his kitty. Superstar Rajnikant's Baba completed 20 years of its release, and to mark the milestone, the makers are all set to re-release the film in a digitally enhanced avatar with color grading as per the latest technology. The film was directed by Suresh Krishna and featured Manisha Koirala as the female lead.
நான் வீசின கத்திய 10 செகண்டுக்குள்ள நீங்களே எடுத்தா சண்டை, நானே எடுத்தா சமாதானம். நீங்களே முடிவு பண்ணுங்க, கட்டை வெச்சுக்கவா கட்டை அவுட்டவா.
The supernatural action film revolved around a carefree man and an atheist portrayed by Rajnikant, who was granted 7 wishes by Mahavatar Babaji, one of Rajni's spiritual gurus in real life, and how that leads him into politics. Baba was released with mammoth expectations at that time but failed. In fact, it was considered to be one of the few Rajni films that turned out to be a disappointment at the box office. The megastar, moreover, also returned the money obtained from distributors to compensate them for their loss. The big news for RRR fans is finally here. The writer of the film and S.S. Rajamouli's father, K.V. Vijendra Prasad, has officially shared an exciting update and confirmed that the script of RRR 2 is finally locked. If you jog your memory, S.S. Rajamouli had recently announced the sequel to the Ram Charan and Junior NTR starrer RRR. At an event in Chicago, the filmmaker confirmed the same and said that there will be a sequel to his much-adored film.
My father is the story writer for all my films in RRR. We discussed a bit about it, and he's working on the story.
Meanwhile, S.S. Rajamouli was recently seen promoting his magnum opus with all his might, so much so that RRR is becoming an international brand. Rajamouli, who is campaigning for his film to get Oscar nominations, the filmmaker in fact also attended the screening of the film in LA. RRR was also released in 209 screens and 31 IMAX screens across Japan in 44 countries and is believed to be the biggest Indian release in Japan. The team, including Ram Charan and Junior NTR, also visited Japan to promote their film before its release in the country. That's not all. S.S. Rajamouli was also present during the screening of his period drama, which was held at the 10th edition of Beyond Fest at the biggest IMAX theatre in the world in Los Angeles. Kantara, the pan-India blockbuster from the Kannada film industry, is still going strong at the box office. The film has collected 400 crore rupees worldwide, beating all expectations. In fact, it has earned 168.5 crore rupees in Karnataka, its biggest market. Directed by and starring Rishabh Shetty, the film remains a force at the box office nearly 2 months after its release on September 30th, which is quite a commendable feat. And not just in its original language, but the film is winning hearts even in other languages, including Hindi and Tamil. The film has also been receiving positive reviews from several celebrities, including Kamal Haasan and Kangana Ranaut. For the unversed, Kantara is an action thriller which revolves around Bhuta Kola, a traditional dance for the deity. Rishabh has hinted that the prequel of this blockbuster is a possibility. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
That's all we could pack in our show today, but keep watching In the Club from Monday to Friday at 2:30 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. only on India Today to get your daily dose of entertainment. This is me, Dipali Patel, signing off. Till next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.
Soccer fans globally were shocked when Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia in their opening FIFA World Cup match. Argentina lost despite the best efforts put forward by Lionel Messi.
The loss means that Argentina is now staring at the prospect of an early elimination despite starting the tournament as favourites. Here's a look at how it all went down.
Those in green are desperate for the whistle. And there it is!
Lionel Messi's Argentina entered the FIFA World Cup as one of the teams to watch out for, but are now on the brink of elimination after just one match. Despite going behind early, Saudi Arabia produced two moments of magic to stun the two-time world champions.
A blockbuster start to the second half for Saudi Arabia. For an early lead.
Messi gave Argentina the lead through a penalty.
Messi, always centre stage. And through they go once again.
But Argentina were denied more goals when Lautaro Martinez had two efforts ruled out by VAR for offside. The second of those calls was extremely close and left both Martinez and Argentina extremely frustrated. But that was as good as it got for the Copa America champions, who must now win their next two matches to have any chance of making the knockouts. Sports Bureau, India Today.
Watching India Today.
BJP big guns boom in battleground Gujarat. Nadda predicts landslide win for the BJP. Partidars, politics and polls. Rahul के बियर्ड पे बवाल. State of war, Gujarat.
Very good afternoon and thanks for being with us here on India Today. I'm Chaiti Narula joining you with all the top stories, and for the next half an hour my colleague Paulami Saha will bring you all the action from State of War Gujarat. But first up, let's take a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Modi sounds out the poll bugle in Gujarat's Mehsana with a Parivarvad attack on the Congress party. Says Congress model is family first. Last words of Shraddha exclusive on India Today. Shraddha's last Instagram chat with a friend. After Shraddha did not reply, friend also contacted Aftab. Shraddha's chilling 2020 letter access. Her fears of Aftab's killing her and chopping her into pieces gorily came true 2 years later. ISIS linked to Bengaluru blast unravels. Terror accused Sharik visited 3 states. Sources say Coimbatore bomber and Sharik were at Kerala's Aluva at the same time. After massage in jail, BJP debunks Jain's no good food in jail claim, releases video that shows Jain getting a lavish meal in a cell. Fight over faith erupts in campuses once again. In Bengal, protests erupt over wearing hijab in school. VHP protests against skull caps and burqa in Gujarat College.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Co-powered by OLXautos.in. Only OLX Autos gives OLX extra price for every car. In association with Titan Eye Plus, expert who cares.
And our top focus at the moment is state of war, Gujarat, and no one better than Poonawala to take you through the rest of the broadcast, who's joining us live from ground zero. She's got the pulse of the people, collecting the sentiment of what it's looking like in Gujarat in this fiercely fought battle. I'm throwing straight across to you, Poonawala. Looks like the BJP top guns somewhere are very confident of a win, but what is the sentiment of people at the moment?
Well, Chetty, we are, of course, going across the length in Gujarat. The team of reporters from India Today, of course, looking at the sentiment and trying to gauge the mood of the people as they go into these two-phased elections. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to this very special broadcast, which is on the state of war, Gujarat. In fact, as Chetty was mentioning, we did, of course, speak to a BJP big gun, a star campaigner for the party, JP Nadda, National President. In fact, I'm coming to you live from outside the BJP office here in Ahmedabad, where the finer details of the elections are being worked out by the Bharatiya Janata Party. But the party is extremely confident. JP Nadda has predicted a landslide victory for the party, saying that this is a one-sided election in Gujarat in favor of the BJP. Listen in to this conversation that I had with him in Gandhinagar.
They're saying that Gujarat is a triangular contest this time. Do you see that as a triangular contest? Who's your primary challenger?
You see, always Congress has been a party which has been challenging Bharatiya Janata Party, but I find that this time their strength has also considerably reduced, and another party is yet to take a start.
You're saying that about the Aam Aadmi Party. You're saying the AAP is not a factor in this election?
No, not at all. Not at all. They come to every elections. They were there in Uttar Pradesh. They lost their deposits in 349 seats out of 350. In Uttarakhand, they had much hue and cry and much fanfare. They came and they launched their party. And they fought on 69 seats and they lost on 68 seats. They lost the deposit. And their chief ministerial candidate is now canvassing for Bharatiya Janata Party. And if I talk about Goa, they fought on 39 seats and they lost their deposits in 35 seats. So this is their track record. They have fought 67 seats in Himachal Pradesh. Note my word, Poonawala, on 8th of December,